Getting to know existing data. When you first look at data from an existing source, it can be overwhelming to interpret at first glance. Here are some questions to help you get to know the data. Titles and labels. Is the table or chart titled and labeled descriptively and clearly? Time frame. What is the date range for the data being presented? Data source. Do you know where the data came from? Units of measurement. Do you clearly understand what the metrics in the tables or charts represent? Scales. Are the scales of the graph axes clear and effective? Calculated metrics. For ratios, rates, and other formulas, do you have a clear understanding of how they are calculated? Dimensions. Are the dimensions or categories used to organize or segment the data clear and meaningful? Filters. Is it clear whether any specific filters have been applied to the dataset? For example, all patients versus new patients. Sorting. If different values have been sorted or ranked, is it clear what criteria was used? Targets. If goals or targets have been added to the charts, is it clear what they represent? Drawing meaning from existing data. Once you have gotten to know your primary and secondary data, you then have to figure out what it is trying to tell you. So how do you interpret data that you didn't collect? Here are some questions to ask that will help you as you interpret existing data. Trends. What direction are the trends going? Up, down, or flat? Patterns. What repeatable patterns or cycles are you seeing in the data? Seasonality, for example. Gaps. Are there any obvious gaps or omissions in the dataset? Clusters. Are some values bunched closely together in certain areas? Skewness. Are values noticeably concentrated or skewed more to one side than another? Outliers. Is there a data point that is detached or far removed from the rest of the data? Focus. Has something in the chart or table been emphasized to draw attention to it? Is it obvious why part of the data was highlighted? Noise. Is there any extraneous data included that detracts from the main message of the chart? Logical. Does the data help to answer a specific question? Does the data support a proposed conclusion or argument? Whether you are working with data you have collected, primary, or you are working with secondary data, the important thing is to think through your process of analyzing and interpreting data, so you make accurate and valid conclusions. Remember, the data you report has implications for public programs or policy. When you arrive at conclusions based on appropriate and thorough analysis, you can be confident the results are accurate and meaningful for those you serve. Remember, start with the end in mind. Articulate the problem you are trying to solve so that you can be focused in your analysis. Before you begin analyzing data, make sure you familiarize yourself with the data and examine it for errors. Clean the data before analyzing and interpreting it. Develop a plan for analyzing the data. Document your procedures so others know how you arrived at your conclusions, or so they can replicate the analysis. Look for relationships and patterns. Numbers alone have no meaning. Look for patterns over time and relationships between data. You can use Excel to perform summary statistics. If you need to do more advanced statistical analysis, Excel can be easily imported into statistical packages like SPSS or SAS. Remember that not all data is equal. Some data is more valid and reliable than others. Examine data for sample size, statistical, and practical significance, and how the data compares with other findings.